Hey everybody, I'm watching Bon Appetit, but like the channel, but I'm only watching it because of this guy. I wish they'd put his name. I wish they'd put his name, but his name is Chef Meherwan Irani. That's his full name. This guy is like a joy to listen to, and I just like I'm watching all his videos on Bon Appetit with this like trip to Mumbai and just like showing off all the street foods that are popular over there and stuff like that. And I just want to like show off this clip because I don't know, I'm kind of obsessed with this guy. Like, I love the way he talks. I feel like he's really entertaining and just super passionate. Like, the look on his face when he eats his like the food here just like makes me feel like he's been transported back to his childhood and he's eating like the best thing ever. So I'm just gonna play this.
I mean, my Jesus Christ. We're gonna get run over just sitting here right now.
It's a good way to go. Eating lamb brains.
Yeah, they're eating goat brains, by the
I'm
way.
excited. I'm not like, oh, I gotta eat goat brains. This is probably gonna be delicious. And then hit it with some pyaz, onions. A pav for you, sir.
Thank you, kind man.
Pav for me. Go ahead and scoop it in here. I'm gonna make a little keema pav, or in this case, a goat brain pav. It's like that soft, creamy scramble, you know, that takes 8 minutes to make. Exactly. It's custardy.
Custody. It's unctuous and custody in the same breath.
Not a hint of gaminess. It's absolutely delicious. I mean, it's. I wouldn't just say to get this because it's a delicacy. I'm like, get it because it's delicious.
Yeah.
Think silken tofu. Think a soft scrambled egg. Essentially, this is that same texture, just with that meaty umami that comes with meat. So if you can get over the fact that it's goat brains, it actually is a delicious texture that most of us are quite familiar with incredible flavor. There's masala, there's spices, there's onions, there's cilantro, there's all the full trifecta of Indian spices.
I think it's closest to foie gras. Seared foie gras is this.
It's exactly.
Okay, so now they're getting into like stuff I don't know what the hell a foie gras. I don't know what that's. I don't know what that is. I'm not really a cook, but this guy makes me want to be a cook. He's so fucking passionate about food, and I like read the comments because like people are literally like, "Oh man, like I love this guy." Yeah, see? Love this guy. He's infinitely watchable. The charisma, the production, yeah, I agree. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everybody freaking loves this guy, and he's just like so authentic, but he also has a way with words. Like, the way he speaks sometimes about food is literal poetry. Like, this guy, he knows his stuff, and it's obvious, but he's also like willing to break it down in a way that like even someone that isn't like well versed in like cooking terms and stuff like that and like doesn't really completely get what people like, let's say like a food critic or something would be like, oh, like blah 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 blah. That's what I'll hear because I'll be like, I don't even know what you're saying to me right now. It's like reading. I had to take this class called film theory, and it was like reading a bunch of stuff from people who like. It feels like they never read over their own work because the way my brain was going in circles trying to understand what these people were saying, like, you could have found a simpler way to say things and still like bring across that point, you know, like a very simple point. You could still like make your mark here by still being accessible, and like that's what this guy's doing, and I just like really appreciate that because I feel like especially in academics, like it's so hard to find people who will do that. So like I feel like outside of school is like actually where you learn things, because I feel that I didn't learn enough in school, and you can only really learn by doing. And I feel like while I was in school, I had to make stuff for classes, right? Sometimes they'd give me a prompt, but sometimes they just wouldn't. So I'd have to like come up with stuff off the dome. And like, there weren't too many group projects. Like, in my 4 years, I probably had like 2 group projects, and that's it. So I feel like you don't really get to learn how to like work as a group, work as a team. And this guy, I don't know if you just met this guy, but they bounce off each other really, really well. And he's also just as excited about the food as he is, which is great, because to have just like one host be like super enthusiastic and then the other be like, it's okay. I don't know, it wouldn't feel that great. But then again, maybe the food is just that good. Maybe it really is just that good. It makes me, they just eat it, and it just like his facial reactions and just like the way he speaks about it, and like how he takes a moment after every bite to savor it before he starts talking. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's literally like, that makes me want to try goat brains. Like, I don't even care if it's a brain. Like, I've always been like kind of scared and like eked out by stuff like that, because in DR, like, people will literally eat like entrails of, I think, pigs. I'm not sure. It could be pigs or cows, or maybe like both, and you can like choose between them, but it's like a delicacy for them. And I love the way it smells, but it just doesn't like, the taste is not the way it smells. Like, it makes my mouth water, but it just wasn't hitting for me. And also the texture was a bit off. But I like that he pointed out, like, he's like bridging the gap here, like, with Western cuisine, and he's like, if you just like get over the fact that it's goat brains, like, then you can realize like it's a texture that you already know and a flavor profile that you could love. So like, this is definitely worth a shot because it tastes amazing, and it's not like, it's not, I don't think this is like that out there too. Like ground beef, it's like, it got mushed, it was like a whole brain at first, and then in the like, I forgot what it's called. It's like a specific like cooking thing, but like the cooking place, the circle, basically you like put it on there, and then like he puts his spices, whatever, but he's like mushing the thing the whole time, so it's like basically like ground beef, if you think of it like that. So it's like a burger, but like a lot better, in the sense that it's like not homegrown, but like handmade, obviously, but also, I guess, not all, because then they come frozen and it's just not the same. But basically, goat brains sound amazing, and it looks amazing, and I can only imagine the smell. If I thought the smell of entrails, like pig or cow entrails, smelled like so good. So to like sit here and watch this, like, I just got excited. He makes me want to cook again, just because he like gets so excited. Like, I want to feel that way about something, where I feel like I'm transported to another world, just from like my own amusement and joy. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about with this guy. And I've just been watching like some YouTube videos that are kind of like out of my let me see, out of my like usual, why are we in playlist right now? Yeah, okay, so I watch other videos of the same guy, and they were really great, so I've just watched like all of them. And then I watched this one because I was like, ooh, like, are any of them good? And basically it turned out like none of them were amazing, and only one guy was like actually like really edible, and it was like pretty decent. So that sucked. But like I hear about jollof rice a lot, and it just like made me think, because I need to like change my diet and stuff, and I'm just trying to find like different things that I can eat. I'm kind of up late right now. It's 12:24 on a Sunday, and I'm up because my stomach hurts because I didn't have Lactaid, but I drank a whole shake. And it's like little decisions like this. Like if I just had something that was better for me and like that I could enjoy, because the issue is that all the stuff that I need to eat now is like not the flavor profile that I'm used to. So I have to get used to it, but it's like I don't even enjoy food anymore. And it's just really sad because I felt super connected with food like 2 years ago or so, but now I'm having like so many stomach issues. It's like, and I've gone to doctors and everything, and I just like accepted that I would be in pain for the rest of my life. But like now there's finally a chance that I won't be in pain, and it's like so freaking hard to curb these like cravings. Oh, I also watched this video, and that's actually like insane. Like I feel like he's genuinely like communicating with them, and I feel like they're like so happy to have somebody talk to them in their language. So that was really crazy. Good on him. And then I tried to watch the dolphins, but actually I don't really like dolphins. This guy's talking about math. I'm not in school, but basically you can always catch up if you put in the work and you want it bad enough. That's basically it. And I saw this video that was really sweet. Just makes it feels good. It feels good. But basically this girl like saved his life because she pointed out this like mole on the back of this guy's neck, and she's like a diehard fan for this like hockey team or whatever. So he was like, "What?" And she like held her phone up to the glass here because, you know, it's too loud in there and it's like really, really thick. So she held her phone up and she was like, "The mole on the back of your neck is cancer." So he eventually went to a doctor, got it checked out, and they were like, "Yeah, like it's cancerous, but you caught it early, so like we can get rid of it." And he's like, "Fine now." So basically she was just in school to be like a doctor, and it's like impressive that she could just say like, "Oh my god, like that is cancer." Like the fact she didn't like hesitate one to tell him shows like she has a drive for protecting people and taking care of them and like making sure they get the treatment that they need. And not only that, I saw in the comments she actually like donated a kidney to somebody. And I'm like, wow, that's like amazing. I'm pretty like sensitive to stuff like that because I only have one kidney myself. So like if I were to get one, I'd love it to be from a person like this who's just like so kind and generous, and like they gave her $10,000 towards her like tuition, because they literally said like, because we know you'll become a great doctor. Like I completely agree. It was just like a really heartwarming story. Oh, and then this guy cheated on his wife. I was like, what? I didn't really understand, but like the video was like a compilation of like points and moments where he like kind of contradicting himself, because at a certain point he was already cheating on his wife, but he like did this thing where he was just like overdoing it and being facetious, I guess, in the sense like, oh, like I love my wife, I love my wife, I love my wife, I love being married, da 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 da. Yeah, he's cheating on his wife. So that's really crazy. So screw that guy. And then I saw this one for a little bit, where it was just like 3D printed cases. And I've been looking into 3D printed cases a lot because I want to do something similar. But hold on. Let me show you one that inspires me. Oh, wait, this isn't it. Oh, what's going on? An ad, damn it. I love the way this case is, and you can get like an acrylic, like outer, whatever, but I really wouldn't want to. Even if like dust could come in, like having the case be open like this makes it so much easier for maintenance. Like, I hate going into my Form T1 case for maintenance. It is such a pain in the ass. But this is way better, like, but of course it has to be way smaller, and you'd have to use a Flex ATX PSU, which if you don't know, like, the Form T1 can take an SFF PSU, which is like the second smallest, meant for like mini ITX cases, which are like very small form factor cases, but sometimes they're not as small as you'd expect, and I just want to go smaller because mine is not small enough, and it is an eyesore to me, and I want something that is personal and that means something. So yeah, I'd want to like make my own case similar to this with like the open concept, like closing off the PSU would be fine. That doesn't really need to be shown, but like showing off the GPU is like my #1 priority because I want to make a case for the NVIDIA RTX 4070 Super Founders Edition card that I have. I've always wanted a Founders Edition card. They just look so beautiful to me, and I'm like obsessed. And this was like my first high-end like graphics card, because my first one was just like a 1660 Super, which was like pretty decent at the time, but like the 20 series already had come out by the point I bought it. So like it wasn't anything like spectacular or new. But the 4070, it was current when I bought it, which was like maybe 2 years or a year ago. I don't know. Either way, I love my GPU, and it's like the only part of the build I want to keep because I want it to be the star, and I want to have parts that can support it and like also look good at the same time. Like, there is like such a cohesion here. Yes, the 3D print is like also white, but all the components are like the same kind of white, or like varying degrees of the same kind of white, which is great. And it's like white and black for the most part. And then you have these little pops of color, that little red, and then like up here on the top. And then obviously on the back of like every motherboard you'll have like these little antennas if it has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And then sometimes like for audio and other things you'll have these little dots. So it's like, it's nice. I really like the way this case looks. I can see the other pictures. Yeah, and that's in like somebody's setup. It's just like chill. It's really small. I love the way it looks. And that's like connected to a little monitor. And for scale, that's an Xbox One controller, and then there's a PC. Like, that's hella small. Of course, mine would end up being bigger if I were to do it horizontally like this, because the 4070 Super Founders Edition specifically is way longer than this. This is like very short. It's a very short card. But I would probably like flip the whole thing, and instead of like doing it like this where it's horizontal, I would probably have it like vertically. So like the motherboard would also be flipped, so it'd probably be flipped like to the side 90 degrees that way. So -90, so what is that, 270 degrees? So with that, then the GPU could like stand on its own in this way, and I'd be able to like plug everything in, whatever, and still like showcase the GPU on one side and then have the motherboard showcased on another side. And for this build, I want to go like no RGB, because RGB I feel like is just like not me anymore. Like, If anything, it's more of an annoyance. Because, can I even, can y'all even see this right now? You see that light poking? That light is only so dim because I have like a literal, like a cutting mat in front of it. It is normally really bright and it keeps me up at night. It's like probably as bright as this light, maybe a little brighter. That light is also a bit annoying. But you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. Because it's like chill now. I don't normally turn these two lights off, but I almost always shut off my PC because it's so annoying with these lights. And that's like a me thing. But I feel like I've outgrown RGB, so I want no RGB. And anyways, this case, like, really, it excites me. It's like fun or whatever. And is this with the... Yes, this is with the, like, acrylic case that you could, like, put on the outside. So it's like glass, but I don't want that because my biggest concern is, like, temps. Like, I want to make sure my next PC case can run as cool as possible. Because I'm tired of, like, stressing out about, like, whether my PC is, like, overheating or not. Because I feel like that kind of, like, ruins things for me a bit. Mentally, at least. But, yeah. Anyways. Oh, yeah. This guy's videos are, like, super calming. I was able to, like, do stuff. It was great. Also saw this video, about Bridge to Terabithia, and I was like, damn. Like, that shit really did break me. And then, yeah, I didn't know he was actually, like, a criminal. Like, he was actually in the mafia, which is crazy. And he's, like, turned his whole life around. Like, he's ended up, like, donating to charity, tried to help, people. Like, it's really amazing. That's really great for him because he really is, like, such a good character. It's like he can master the comedy, but then also be super freaking serious, and, like, you have to take him, like, as he comes to you. So I don't think oh, this was also a really good video. I didn't finish that. Oh, I just thought this was funny because she was like, I don't like it, and then because she was sponsored, but then she was like, I don't like it, and then she started explaining, like, really, really, really fast, like, talking extremely quickly, which I thought was funny. Alright, yeah, that's, like, it for, like, interesting YouTube videos, but stay tuned, because I'm gonna keep making videos, because things feel good to me doing this. I honestly enjoy it, and I hope to just, like, keep doing it as long as it's enjoyable. I'm not trying to, like, do anything to, like, make a ton of money. I want, like, a consistent living. And I want to, like, be able to move somewhere that feels less dangerous for gay people. And, I don't know where that, like, safer place is in the world right now, because everything is so insane and crazy and scary. But, like, I just want to feel a little more secure, because, like, I'm chill right now in the place I'm living, but, like, at the same time, it's like the state is what scares me the most. And, the types of people that normally reside here scare me. I just want to, like, live my life, like, just live and let live, you know what I mean? I, like, hate the hate that's, like, coming out lately. It's really just demoralizing and really sad, to be honest, because I feel like we were making so much progress, so much, like, work towards change, and now everything is, like, intolerable for people who are, like, considered normal or whatever. Like, they don't want to, like, tolerate anything or, like, learn about new people, and they're like, oh, like, why do you have to be like that, da 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 da. And meanwhile, they can like live their own screwed up lives and like not be happy, and they're miserable, and they want to like push that onto us because we don't want to be exactly like them. And it's just like, come on, dude. Get a life, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, get a hobby. I don't know. Like, something, bruh. Anyways, I'm done yapping. It's your resident yapper, and I'm not going to go to sleep, but I will be keeping a lookout for more interesting YouTube videos, because this is how I end up going to sleep eventually, and my stomach still hurts, so I probably won't be going to sleep for a while. But yeah. Hope y'all have a good night, and see you next time.